Hi, I'm Auntie Kay, Yard Sales Arena here with Uncle Vinty, the Vintage Tool Man, with the yard sales show for the weekend of April the 14th. Tomorrow is tax day. Hope you've got your taxes ready to go. Well, we've been to a number of estate sales and yard sales. The weather's getting nice and we're having a blast. In fact, we're so busy that we hardly have time to tape any shows. But I did want to take some time and show you some of the neat items that we found. This came from an estate sale the second day, everything half price. I paid $9 for it. It's a really neat old Samsonite cosmetic case. Used to carry these back in the 50s. I paid $9 for it and it's worth about $20. It would be worth a lot more if I could find the actual suitcase that matched it. Okay, at that same sale, I found this. It's a neat little Firkin basket. I bought it to use as a plant stand, but it was originally had an ashtray in here, so another 50s item. I paid $5 for that, and it's worth about $10, but I think that'll make a really nice plant stand. Okay, what else did I find? Oh, at that same estate sale, they had this. Kind of interesting looking. Looks like a really light barbell, eh? It has the number on the top, 7 1/8. This is a hat stretcher from the 1900. 7 1/8 inch hat stretcher. I paid $21 for it. Uncle Vinty thought that was too much, but it's worth $50. So happy to get that.
Has it got a name on it?
It doesn't have a name on it, but they have these. You can see these online. I saw this exact one. You can tell by the handle.
Okay.
All right. At a moving sale, where I intend to go back and pick up a phone booth, they actually have a neat old wooden phone booth. It is so cool. How much did she say she'd sell it to me for?
$250.
$250. I'm going back to get that thing. But they also had this really neat Arctic ice shaver. It opens up. In fact, there's her phone number, so I can call her and go back and get that. But anyway, Uncle Vinty's grandfather had an ice plant, so we got that. We paid $5 for it, and it's worth about $10. But we're keeping that because it's ice related. One of my favorite antique smalls, AAA Antique Small, I might have already shared this with you guys, closed. And towards the end of the closing, a number of the booths were half off. I couldn't resist. I got a really nice old trivet for an iron. I'm wanting to say that I paid $5 for this, something like that. I got a really good deal on that. And I collect old irons, set irons, so that was good for me. At the Goodwill last week, they had this. It's a reproduction, but it was $3. It's a neat old reproduction of an iron that they would have put coal in. So I like
Rooster.
it's a rooster. It does have a little rooster on the handle. You pull that up and you look inside. I guess you could use it if you wanted to, but there you go. People use these as door stops. They make great door stops. Okay. Uncle Vinty, at Diane's estate sale, I got this. What do we call this? This is an Air Guide Instrument Company from Chicago, Illinois, the circa 1956 banjo barometer. We paid $9 for this. We mainly just wanted it. But I came home and these are very expensive. These are very collectible. One like this sold for $195. So we did pretty good for our $9 investment. Okay, just some fun little thing. This came from the Goodwill. These are hand blown in Italy. And they're, I guess, what would you call it? Decanters for holding wine. And the neat thing with them is inside the bottle is blown a separate hole where you put the ice. So you put the ice in, the wine goes around, so it keeps the wine cool without watering it down. And it's kind of just a neat little item. I paid $4 for that. They're worth around actually 15 to 20.
You have another without the stopper.
I do have another one. Ironically, the next week I got another one. Found another one. It has the back stopper, but not these other two. at the Antiques Mall when they were closing, I had 3 pieces of art glass. This is Carnival glass, Imperial glass. So this was 25. This one was 35. What's half of that? 15. 17.50. And this was $11. So I just couldn't pass that up. I think it's pretty. Some of this Carnival type of glass I do like, and I do like Imperial. It's not really that old, but I think it's nice and it's becoming more collectible. All right. Ugh. At the Goodwill store. What's that say on there?
I think I wiped it off, didn't I? No, it's on there.
It's $8.
$8.
Okay, so this was about $6 at the Goodwill. This is a piece of art glass. It's very heavy. This is a really nice piece of glass. I haven't looked this up. It doesn't have a name on it, but it is a good quality piece.
It's heavy.
It's very heavy. It's worth about $20, I would guess. Okay, another Goodwill find. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. This neat old Volkswagen bus. That's the kind of bus that people used to drive when I was in college, actually.
It's made of metal, isn't it?
It's metal. Yeah, I think it's tin. He's really neat. I paid $16 for him, and he's worth $60.
Is there a name on it?
Of the manufacturer?
Yeah.
No.
It says made in what?
China. He's still worth $60. All right. At the Antiques Mall, just a neat picture by Francis Hunter. Not a picture, a print. This is an old vintage print. Really nice. $7.50. Oh, they were really selling those out. She was trying to get rid of everything in the booth. I can't remember what I got off, but I would put that $15, $20. If you look up on the wall, a Goodwill find. It was $5. It was 20% off the day I went. This is the copyright 1960 Circus World Museum. It's a really neat vintage poster. The frame is horrible. It's not even straight in there. I'm going to mat it and just put it in a different frame. I have tons of frames, and I think that's worth about $20. People like that kind of item. Okay, down here. Again, another moving sale. He had these up on the top. I asked him if they were for sale. He said they were. It says Falls City, the Angler's Choice. Let's see if I remember what. Oh yeah, vintage Falls City minnow bucket. I paid $20 for it, and it's worth about $40. But I just think that's neat. I really do like it. He had them all priced at $20, but this was one of the few that you could actually read what it said. So I picked that one. And then a couple of neat old lanterns. This is an Emery number, what does it say? It looks like it says 0. Maybe it says 10, Air Pilot. It's really old. It's missing. It's kind of crumbed up, but I bought this one and some other things for her, and she bundled it all together for $40. So I ended up doing.
Is that one a
okay.
Dietz, the yellow one?
The yellow one is a Dietz with a red globe. I haven't cleaned them at all. They're really filthy. I got a really nice vintage metal bread box from her. I should have brought that in to show you guys, and a couple other items. Okay. This also came from the Antiques Mall. This is a Chalwin made in England. This is a road hazard lantern. This is actually a kerosene lantern. You put the kerosene in here and put the wick. It actually has a wick there. Twist it up there. There she comes. There's the wick.
We can't see it anyway. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. I paid, did I look up that? I paid $10 for that, and it's worth about $20, but I collect oil lamps, so I'm going to keep that. I think that's a really pretty neat item. Okay, moving on. Trying to keep it moving, you guys. This weekend at a community yard sale, a little old woman. I got a really neat picture from her. That's a print from 19 10. Copyright 1909. Anyway, she had this big old thing and she sold that to me for $3. She said she used to have fronds in it in her house. So this would be a nice decorator piece for someone's home. My favorite item that we got, it came from the Goodwill. And I just happened to get there at the right time. Timing is everything. At Goodwill as well as in life, yeah? So anyway, it's a really nice child's roll-top desk. It's in pretty good shape. Everything does work. It needs a little bit of touching up, a little bit of some re-gluing.
Does it roll open?
It does. You want me to open it?
Sure. No, it doesn't.
It does roll open.
All right, that's enough.
I just
Don't break it.
Okay, oops, I just had it open. It does roll open. Uncle Benty, another project for you. I can see this one's popped up a little bit. I don't know
Yes,
how we
they're
get
warped
that
a little bit,
down.
looks like to me.
Yes, they are warped. Anyway, the biggest problem with the desk is the handles. It's missing the original handles, which are just little wood pieces that are routed out so you can put your fingers under them and pull them. So that should be easy enough to make. So our plan is to make that. I guess we're going to have to fix this to make sure that this works and then sell it. I paid $24 for the desk. And the desk is worth about $100. So that was good. And just one last thing, a print that I got at the Goodwill. Gorgeous frame, beautiful quality. 35 minus 7, cha-ching, cha-ching. What is that?
28.
$28. I paid $28 for it. But it's signed by the artist. Here it is on the print, but it's signed by the artist. Oh, it's actually signed and numbered. So this is nice. That's a beautiful print. That's the kind of thing somebody would really buy and spend some bucks on. So, all right, I think that's it. That's it for the yard sale show for the week of April the 14th. Get your taxes done. We'll see you next week with more yard sale finds.